Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on last year's national champion, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas Tech's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Grabbed in the middle, it's King. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Just keep slinging it. The throw. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Receivers work tirelessly tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. From the gun, the ground game. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He might want another play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals spill out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
They'll operate out of split backs. Running back searching for a hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Jackson will throw. Right on the money. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble, big play.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Handoff from the gun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. The Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead. There he goes! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Fourth and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on fourth and inches.
It's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Lane. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. Once he got some room, it was over. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Might be calling a hot route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab down the left side. There he goes. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and it's a seam wide open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Power football with the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep chalking out there.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Kane.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the Red Raiders are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. A promising start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now they've got it first down at the 41. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. On first down, here comes this offense. Going up top again. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets... Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Rhodes. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The quick out. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down. Already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line.
Military stun! Military stun!
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Rhodes. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete, the long pass downfield. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's now up to 104 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The play action fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
And for whatever reason, this quarterback has not been able to find his footing in this game. He's one of the better, more talented quarterbacks in the country. Had his guy wide open that time. He didn't have to throw it that hard. He could have just floated it to him for the easy completion.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Completes it in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Jackson will throw. Bring in the heat. Look out, he's got room. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Bears can really attack on this second and short. They go to the ground. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the back. Powers through the defender. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's the pressure. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's loose. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Jackson gonna throw it. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Single.
The Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Pocket breaking down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Grabbed in the end zone. Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
Right back to it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter, you got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Going deep. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Under fire. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Jackson will throw. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Just feeds the running back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. From the gun. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. And score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Red Raider! And the stomping has commenced. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And how about about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Makes the grab outside. It's Jenkins. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
That's a great job by the wide receiver understanding where the first down marker is. Don't mess around. Don't run 2 yards short. Get to the first down, catch the football, move the sticks, and get an extra set of downs.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The Bears with the 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He'll lose yardage again. And they say don't abandon the running game, and the running game's abandoning them. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the plays.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Fires to the tight end. And he never had a chance to pick up the first down. Knocked out of bounds, and they'll give up the ball. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. That's caught. It's Lane. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. With the catch, it's Lane. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.